Hello guys, so I'm going to react on Coffin on Wheels, Daniel Fernandes' new stand-up. So let's see.
So I recently read an article about this company called Euro NCAP. Okay, Euro NCAP is a company based in Europe, and what they do is they take cars and they crash them on purpose. And based on what happens to the car after they crash it, they tell you how safe that car is. It's a very strange business model, right? It's like someone coming to your house, beating you up, and then going, "Hey, तू gym नहीं जाता है क्या?"
He's a very clever guy.
Now, what they do with these crash cars is they give them a safety rating from 0 to 5, so you know how safe that particular car is. Pretty straightforward, yeah? Now, what this company did was they came to India and they took 5 Indian cars, right, manufactured in India, both local and foreign brands, took them back to Europe and crashed them. And all 5 cars got a safety rating of 0. To
Obviously.
which some Indians responded by saying, "Yeah, that makes sense. 0 was invented in India. I am proud to be Indian." Correct. Until they realize 0 is what will be left of them if they were in that car. So basically what this means is a lot of the cars from the mini to the mid-size segment, which is the majority of the cars in this country, and a lot of us have these cars, they're all very unsafe. Okay? And just so you know, these tests, these crash tests were performed at a speed of 64 kilometers per hour. 64 kilometers per hour is our average speed at a red light. So basically I realized that we are not buying cars in this country. We are buying coffins on wheels. Except your coffin has air conditioning with climate control, so that your
Makes
last
sense.
moments aren't sweaty. Which is cool in a way, because now if you die in a car crash, you don't need a funeral. It's already taken care of. And this works for all religions. Yeah, I'll give you an example. Right? Suppose your car crashes, nothing happens, and you die. It means you're Catholic. If your car crashes and it catches fire, it means you're Hindu. If your car crashes and it explodes, it means your car had faulty wiring. Now, as someone who loves to drive and wants to live as long as possible, I was a little worried, I'm like, why are car manufacturers making cars that are unsafe? Do they not care about safety? So I asked my friend Praveen.
Praveen Kamble.
Now, Praveen knows people who wash cars. And they told him that car manufacturers don't care about safety because we don't care about safety. Yeah, and I thought about it, yeah, that kind of makes sense, no? Because whenever an Indian buys a car, he will only ask 2 questions. कितने में आती है और कितना देती है? Huh? For a country that's struggling to treat its women right, 2 questions we should never ask under any circumstances. कितने में आती है और कितना देती है? We're obsessed with price and mileage. Indians are so obsessed with price and mileage. If this wasn't such a hot country, we'd be okay with buying just a tire and a stick. ये देख क्या मस्त लिया मेरे गाड़ी, क्या मस्त, क्या माइलेज देती है, क्या मस्त है, 500 रुपए में लिया मैंने, 500 रुपए में. Now, a lot of the cars that are sold in India, right, they have variants of the same model. You know this? Yeah? And basically each variant is nothing but a compromise on safety, depending on which one you buy. Now, for example, the base variant, right, which is the cheapest one, does not come with airbags. Okay? Airbags are a life-saving device, which is a standard feature in cars sold all around the world. But in India, it is an option.
This is our airbag कौन लगाता
Like,
है?
how does this work? Suppose I'm a car salesman. How do I sell this car? What do I say to the customer? All right, Mr. Customer, just to understand what you're looking for, let me ask you a question. Let's say you were involved in a car accident and you survive. Do you want your face to look exactly the same as it did before? How different will it look? Let's just say it will look like your face was hit by a frying pan, except the frying pan was attached to a truck being driven at 64 kilometers an hour. Yes, you are right, sir. Your face will look like a flat screen TV. Strange, no? Do you guys know the Maruti Swift? Yeah, one of the highest selling cars in our country, right? There are more Swifts on Indian roads than there are cows.
And dogs.
There's no beef joke here. That's just your conscience looking for a laugh. Now the Swift is also manufactured by Suzuki in Europe, but the Swift in Europe weighs 100 kilos more than the Swift in India. Now weight is a big factor when it comes to safety. So not only is the Swift in India unsafe, there is fat shaming in the manufacturing process. नहीं ये बहुत मोटी है, कोई नहीं खरीदेगा. I know some of you are also wondering what is the safety rating of a Tata Nano? -5. Which means that even if you think of buying a Tata Nano, your life is already in danger. It really surprises me how we don't care about safety. And it's not just with cars, right? Some people display this behavior with other things as well. From a very young age. Like some people as young as 7 months into gestation and they want to come out of their mother's body. They're like, nahi yaar, ye kya hai? I don't like this, yeah. Umbilical cords are so 1947, Just, I want to be a cordless baby. And he just comes out looking like a rat. And then they put him in an incubator, and his parents are worried now. They are praying, hoping he survives. And if he survives, they'll say, he's a miracle baby. He's a miracle baby. No, he's a chutia baby. If he had just stayed inside for 2 more months, he would have been safe. But no. And now this kid grows up a little bit, right? He survived, he grows up a little bit, learns how to walk. He starts using the elevator in the building. And this is that elevator that has the grill doors. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah? And he's with his friend in the elevator and he's like, hey, haath dalna. देखते क्या होता है तू डालना डरपोक then he grows up a little more, starts celebrating Diwali. He's with his friend. Hey, चल हाथ में बम फोड़ते ना देखते क्या होता है अभी तू फोड़ना तेरा हाथ क्या लोखंड का बना हुआ है तू जेमी लैनिस्टर है डरपोक grows up a little more. He's 18 now, has a bike. He should be wearing a helmet. Is the helmet on his head? No, the helmet is around his arm. You've seen this guy, right, with the helmet around his arm, because somewhere in the last 18 years his brain shifted from his head to his elbow. The other day, another comedian tweeted a picture of a car that had a sticker at the back that said, "No airbags. We die like real men." It's the same guy. He's now bought a car. He's with his friends. Airbags चाहिए? डरपोक. No airbags. We die like real men. Do you know how real men die? Smart and in one piece. Because the last thing your family wants to do after you die is solve a jigsaw puzzle. Like, this goes here, that goes there. What is this? एक ही है उसके पास. नहीं वो उसका नाक नहीं उसका लुल्ली है. Sometimes I feel we don't like being safe. Like take flights for instance. When you're on a flight and the flight attendant asks people to wear their seat belts, some of them will make a face. It's the same face Donald Trump makes when people ask him how he feels about Muslims. जरूरी है क्या? And it's not just car manufacturers and consumers who don't care about safety, right? Car dealers are in on this too. Have you noticed when you buy a car in this country, the car dealer will give you a miniature idol based on what religion he thinks you follow? Do you think he's doing that because he's secular? No. He's doing that because even he knows that this car is so unsafe that now only God can protect you. And in the meantime, your God is just chilling on the dashboard.
Okay, I get it.
आइला, ये गाड़ी में एयरबैग्स नहीं है, ABS नहीं है, कुछ हो गया तो मैं पहले मरूंगा, भगवान मुझे बचा ले. But car safety is not everybody's problem in this country, right? There's a socio-economic divide over here. Let me explain. Right? Rich people buy expensive cars that have great safety features. Middle class people buy cheap cars that have little or no safety features. Poor people walk. Rich people have the best cars, okay? Fantastic safety features. They have like 12 airbags, ABS, EBD, FPS. FPS is footpath protection system. Now, I'm not saying this has happened. But hypothetically, let's just say you're at a party, and you've had a lot to drink, and you know you shouldn't be driving, but you're just being human.
Salman Khan fans going to be offended.
And you drive anyway, and as you're driving, you swerve onto a footpath, and that's when FPS kicks in. And innocent pavement dwellers will just jump in front of your car and lay down their lives for you. Mind-blowing technology. Works best when you have an SUV. Now, the question here is, now what do we do? Because a lot of people like to drive, and having a car is a nice thing. But a lot of the cars that are available are unsafe. And not everyone can buy a Mercedes or a BMW. Right? Let's be honest, right? Not everyone is that ambitious or capable. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like some of you won't even get past Uber. And you're as safe in an Uber as you are in a three-way with a cactus. So the question is, what do we do? Here's what I think, right? You can either start thinking about safety, spend a little more, and probably live a little longer, or you can not think about safety, stay cheap, and hope that your driving skills save you. But either way, no matter what you decide, right, just remember this. Eventually, all men must die. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been fantastic. My name is Daniel Fernandes. Thank you so much. Take care.
That is what I like about this guy. Actually, he's very good at sarcasm. Very good. But I don't think this is one of his best show. But this was something, actually. It's Daniel style. Okay. So I liked it. Whether you liked it or not, please mention in comments. Let me know what reactions would you like to see next. See you. Bye. Catch you later.